crabbers, top knots, and ratchet straps. Don't forget that. We got a mess here. We need all the help we can get. There we go. Just like me, trying to wake up this morning. Headed out on the first day, I'd say morning, but it's like 9 o'clock. Better late than never. We're setting some of the first pots. I forgot to turn it on when we set the first pot, but we're setting pots. They're going over. Some of the first pots of the season going overboard. More of the first pots going over.
It's 1,500.
This is my 21st season. Definitely been a I don't know what I was gonna say. I just lost my train of thought. I don't know what I was gonna say. He's losing his mind.
This is a crab boat. This is your brain. This is your brain on a crab boat. Any questions?
Just gonna head out here, set a few pots. Me and Jason working today. Other guys from one of them's fishing. Mickey just got back from mission trip, Honduras. Gonna get on it tomorrow. Try to get everything set this week and start crack-a-lacking. The way we tie that overhand loop knot is just fold that line over, go back underneath, and then it's important to make sure you keep those lines together, because if you don't, then it'll cross over and it won't make as tight a knot. So if you get the one line over top of the other, it creates like a gap in there, and then it won't get as good and tight. So you got to kind of work it around till you get a nice finished knot there. That's one of the knots we use crabbing. We just use an overhand loop knot to attach the hawk to, and then this line runs down to the first pot. So we grab a hold of this, put it on the winder, pull up the first pot, and then work our way down. Been a weird year. It got warm, cold. Weather this week's been really nice. Sorry about that. Like I was saying, this week, the weather was beautiful, really warm, nice 70s. Shoot, this week coming supposed to be 50s. I better put that back on. Man, sorry about that again. It's supposed to be really cold this week. I'm gonna definitely need this beer to get through. After that, it looks like it's gonna get warm. I'll be able to shave and get things into spring mode. Looking to start setting pots. We're getting there. I got some odds and ends to do on the boat. Some fun stuff coming up. Not hearing much reports. Been a slow start for everybody. You ain't heard any crabs really around anywhere. Some silks in Delaware, Virginia, not a whole lot. Heard a few trout line crabs being caught, but no amount yet. The water's still pretty chilly. We also use other knots like the Clove Hitch. So we got to attach our lines to our rebars, and then I'll hog ring that tag end on there, and then as that tightens down, won't ever come off of there as long as that hog ring stays. We use a Clove Hitch to attach our lines to our little short lead lines with our clips. Is this yours?
No.
Your mother found it in your closet. Where did you get this?
I don't know, one of the guys must have left it.
Who taught you how to catch this?
I learned it from watching you.
Parents who crab have children who crab.
Well, we had a beautiful day yesterday. 70 degrees, light winds, didn't have much help. It was just me and Jason. Today, everybody could work, but the weather turned nasty. Supposed to be nice today, and as always, weatherman, one of the few people get paid for being wrong. I don't care about the fog, but went to bed last night. It was nice and calm. About midnight or so, 1 o'clock in the morning, I started hearing the door rattling, and the wind went from nothing to 10, 15 mile an hour to the east. Nasty, nasty. You can crab in it, but trying to set pots is not easy. So, had to wait out today. It is what it is. I hate to try to get something done without the weather. This time of year, you got to take advantage of the weather when you get it, and if you ain't got the weather, it just ain't worth going. Use a square knot, regular old square knot, to attach lines that get cut. So you should end up like that. When you pull that tight, it cinches down on itself. If you tie it backwards, come out like that, and it's just gonna pull apart. It's not gonna hold. Well, we've had an eventful morning here in Miss Paul Land. Unloaded some crab pots and some barrels, loaded some barrels, some hawks, unloaded some barrels and hawks. Get the trailer unloaded, so. There you go, got him. Had a possum, let the possum go. Kids helped out. It was good. Good morning. Never know what you're going to get into. I'm going to finish up the odds and ends and got another zinc. This one goes in my heat exchanger. You got to replace them. I'm replacing them every 6 months now. Just got some electrolysis on this boat or something. And last year I had to redo that heat exchanger. I don't really want to do another one. They ain't cheap. They call it the king of the knots, the bowling knot. You make a loop over top. Line goes through the hole, around and back through. And then when that pulls tight, you can hook this to a truck and drive that, pull that line tight. When you want to get it back loose again, all you got to do is pull down on that and it'll come right off. So I use this knot a lot of times on my loops that attach to the cleats on the boat. I like to have them preset so the guys can just hook them on there, walk away. They don't have to adjust, cleat them off, and then worry about the boat sitting wrong in the slip or being too tight or too loose. Out here to the Flemish Cap again. No, I'm just kidding. We're going down here below the bridge. Got full crew today. We're gonna get her done, get to work. Rockfish season open Sunday. Bunch of guys catching nice big fish, beautiful fish. I seen them up to 48, 49 inches, big monster fish. Chris got out and went fishing. How was the fishing, Chris?
Slow bite. It looked like a parking lot out on Bloody Point. Everybody and their mother was fishing, but beautiful day. Saw a couple nice fish come in real early. Water temperatures are rising. We're almost up to 60 degrees. I think we're about like 58 right out about around the bridge.
Yeah, it's chilly.
Spawn should be ending right about now. We got good weather coming in, sunshine coming in the rest of the week. There might be good fishing to come. A little bit of rain this weekend, but if you can get out, I still suggest to.
Here you go. You heard it here first. Start out with snow cap and jacket on and end up in shorts and t-shirt. Sunshine, wind laid out, beautiful day, springtime Maryland. We're limited to an 8-hour work day here. We got 9 hours to set pods, so it's all based on sunrise. It clears out later in the day and lays down, you're out of time, so wasn't worth pushing it with a boatload of pods, roof load of pods, trying to get out there and get all beat up, shook around, and remember, safety third, don't forget that.
Is there anyone out there who still doesn't know what crabbing does? Okay, last time. This is you. This is a crabber. This is you hiring Uber and getting a crabber as a driver. Any questions?
One of our other highly used tools is the ratchet strap. Going down the road, I like to ratchet strap these pots down to keep them from sliding off the trailer. Definitely one of those sometimes forgotten, maybe not the easiest to remember or figure out, is the ratchet strap. Goes in through the entrance there, back through the hole. You're gonna pull that tight on your crab pots, and then work your ratchet until it gets tight. You want to have a fair bit of slack in there. If you get it too close, it's not going to hold. And then in order to break that loose, it has a release here. Even says it on there, so you can pull down on that release, and you want to set it all the way to the back. When you're ratcheting, you want it out of that. It'll work. And in order to break it loose, you got to get it all the way past, and that allows it to fall right out. Handy dandy tool, a lot easier than tying knots. Another day, springtime in Maryland. Started out 5 mile an hour east, went to 15 to 20 northeast, ended calm. Fortunately, we were in between running. I couldn't go as far south I wanted setting pots, but huge shout out to all the mothers out there. Thank you. for all you do. It's not a coincidence that you get the first big crab holiday. Huge shout out to my buddy Bruce. Sent me a shirt from Amerifin. Mother's Day starts the official crab holiday season. Mother's Day, Memorial Day, Father's Day. Check them out, Amerifin.net. Right there, baby. Made in the USA. Mothers get the first crab holiday, and they deserve it. We got one more day setting pots, and then next week we'll start checking them. So, first crabs of the year coming aboard next week. I don't expect much, just getting setting early.
I don't know what you're doing, but I don't trust it.
Is this yours?
Does not appear to be, but it
Where
looks
did
like
you
it might
get
be.
this from?
This?
Who taught you how to catch these?
What are you fiberglass crabs? You ain't never caught a crab this big. You wouldn't even know what to do with a crab this big.
So this is just how you go around on a cleat. Make that figure 8, fold that line over on itself, cinch it down with a half hitch, and then you can just pop it off. You can adjust it. If you're gonna stay for a while, you can double it up. Because it's a hitch, it's gonna pull itself tight so that it doesn't come apart. Definitely one, if you got cleats, you should definitely know how to tie. Put your line on a cleat. If you just take and wrap it around like this a couple times, or like this, and that line's just gonna keep working its way off. Who taught you how to catch this?
You did. I learned from you.
And as always, put a smile on your face and get to work.